Welcome to Cage Minds. I'm your host, Mika Frankl, and today we are joined by one half of the LFA 92 main event, Askar Askar. Thank you for the time, sir. How you doing?
My man, thank you for having me. I'm doing great, feeling good, excited about the fight this Friday.
As we're doing the interview, here we are Tuesday. What does this week look like for you and your preparation?
I mean, all the preparation for the fight's done. The last week is just rest, recover, let the legs and body take a little bit of a break, and just focus on the weight cut. Make sure the weight cut goes smooth so the fight could go even smoother.
LFA is setting up for the month, phase 3 in Kansas. So what's your travel arrangements look like?
We're actually gonna drive down there. We're gonna meet my brother and my coach. We're gonna get in the car tomorrow morning and make the drive down there from Chicago. So I'm hoping it's gonna be a smooth ride, but we'll see what happens. I feel like it's gonna be nice and easy. We can get down there, take care of business for the weight cut, get the weigh-ins done on Thursday morning, and then fight night's Friday night.
Fight night, main event. First off, talk to me just about that, the main event. How do you feel about being on the marquee, the poster, and that kind of, position on the card, the main event?
Hell yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I've been a main event before for another local card, HFC in Indiana, but it's awesome that it's LFA. You know what I mean? I mean, people always talk about LFA's defeated league to UFC. So what better position to be on the card than the main event? Yeah, I'm excited. I really didn't know it was the main event when I took it, but I'm happy that it turned out to be. You know what I mean? I know it's a little bit more for our boy Kevin Wirth. It's a little bit more of a showcase thing for him. So and they're bringing me in as the opponent. So we'll see how it goes. I'm excited for the challenge and the test, and to put it on Kevin to see what he got.
All right, so right there, you already feel like we know we've seen Kevin Wirth a couple times there in the LFA. So you feel like this is a showcase for him, and that you're the other guy.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the truth. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm coming off an L. They're like, yo, come off an L, come take this main event. You know what I mean? They're like, yo, come here. Kevin Wirth, you know what I mean? They were trying to find him an opponent. I was willing. I think it's a good matchup for me. And now we're here, you know what I mean? And about to prove them wrong and take the juice from them. I actually like the things that happen like this. You know, a lot of times a promotion will put on a fight, and they do have a favorite, low-key. I mean, the promoter's human. They do have a little bit of a favorite who they want to win, and it's always nice to go in there and play the spoiler, you know what I mean? Change the plans up a little bit.
So you recognize that you like already, and you kind of revel in that spoiler role?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's noticeable or anybody, like, told me mouth to mouth, yo, you're the this, that, they'll bring you into this, or, you know what I mean, getting you set up. But I just, you could tell. I'm not on the post, I'm in the back. Same thing with my first LFA fight. They brought me in to fight that Derek Mandel kid. They put me on the back. I proved it in the cage, you know what I mean? Now I get another chance with LFA. I get to fight Kevin Wirth on Friday in the main event, which is super sick. It's a super nice opportunity for me to showcase my skills. And, yeah, I get to prove them wrong. And, again, and then maybe next time if I do fight for LFA, I'll be in front.
Talk about those.
I don't think I'll need it, though, so.
You don't think you'll need it?
Making posts about me running up to UFC, so it's all good. Huh?
You think this is it? This is the one that catapults you to the next level?
I mean, if it is, I'll be happy. If it's not, it's all good. Listen, I'm here to fight. That's all. The only reason I started this sport from the beginning was to compete in a fist fight. You know what I mean? In a combat sport fist fight, and that's all I was focused on from the beginning. Everything else is the add-on, the money, the promotion, the organization, the interviews, all this extra cool stuff that gets your name out there. You know what I mean? I love that stuff, but at the end of the day, as long as I get to go into that cage and compete as often as I can and stay healthy while I'm doing it, I'm happy,
Awesome. I love to hear that passion and that drive. Talking about the fight specifically, I've heard it's your boxing kind of against his karate. I know that's breaking it down to like its simplest terms, but how do you feel about the matchup and kind of those thoughts floating around?
I mean, I feel good about the matchup. He's a tough guy. He's going to be a good opponent. He's going to have a funky, different style. From the videos I've seen of him, he's elusive. You know what I mean? He got good kicks, good good hook kicks with his legs and stuff, and nice left check hooks, a few nice jabs. So he has a very diverse array of striking. But I feel like I have the answer with my pressure, my boxing, even my kicks. I'm going to show a few more kicks in this fight, and then my wrestling, my takedowns, my jiu-jitsu, my pressure on top. You know what I mean? When I get on top of him, he's gonna feel my weight. You know what I mean? I've seen him do an interview talking about, or something, him talking about he fought at 140, and if the guy felt big, if he thought that guy was big, boy, wait until Friday.
Now, I know it says that you've been doing this professionally, according to Tapology, since 2015. But when did you first get into the sport?
I am 26 years old today. The first day I walked into the gym and started training, I was 14 years old. I walked in at 14 years old, started training, never looked back since. Did Muay Thai a couple times, and then I knew MMA was going to be the sport for me. The first fight I ever watched actually was George St. Pierre versus Koscheck 1. I stumbled on the channel one day, and I saw them fighting, and I was like, man, this looks like something different. And then I went to the gym, and I started with boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai. I did a little bit of Taekwondo. And then when I found out what jiu-jitsu was, it just changed everything. You know what I mean? I started doing jiu-jitsu, started implementing it in my game, did a little bit of high school wrestling with my brothers. You know what I mean? Rounded out my whole game. That's the most important thing to me. Not just focusing on, you know what I mean? Like, you look at Kevin and you go, oh, karate guy. You know, I don't want that. I don't want to be labeled as a stylistic set. You know, I don't want to go, they look at me, they go, a boxer. I want to be an MMA fighter. You know what I mean? I'm going to have diversity. I'm going to go in there, hit him with my hands, hit him with my feet, hit him with my elbows, hit him with my knees, and then I'll take him down, get on top of him, get behind him. You know what I mean? I'm going to fight the whole fight. That's what I'm focused on.
Chicago guy. Is that where your training started?
Yeah, first ever. Yeah, Chicago. Yeah, Chicago is where my training started. I was actually born overseas. I was born in Palestine, and my parents obviously wanted a better life for us, and they decided to move us here when I think I was like 8 or 9 years old. And we lived in Chicago my whole life. Been to a few different states, but never moved out of Chicago. And then I was 14, 13 years old, obviously in high school or the end of middle school, somewhere like that. And my dad wanted me to learn how to defend myself, put us in a little bit of Taekwondo classes. And we liked Taekwondo, but we wanted to have a little bit more contact, so we jumped into boxing, kickboxing. You know, had a few kickboxing fights, and then Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu. Jumped into some jiu-jitsu. Started grappling. Did a little bit of high school wrestling. You know, and when I turned 18, I joined a gym out here in Palos Heights called Elite Performance Training Center. And, I was training with them for a couple of years, and then I moved to Midwest Training Center out here in Schaumburg under Alex Trujillo. Honestly, one of the best coaches I've ever had in my life. Man cares about me in and outside the gym, you know what I mean? And that's what you need in the coach, a man that believes in you, not just inside the gym and wants to see you do good inside the gym, but wants to see you do good in life and be a better man overall. So I honestly feel like I found the perfect place for me and the perfect coach for me. And I feel like I'm growing, you know, getting better every day and just being a better person with it.
And looking at your resume, looking at your record, it looks like you've had a lot of opportunities so far. We've seen only one loss. You got the great wins, a lot of stoppages, and you've been on some big platforms. Titan victory, second time here around on LFA. So, except for that lost performance being an L, how have you felt this journey is playing out according to your plans and growing you as the martial artist that you envision?
I mean, the journey has been awesome. I mean, listen, the number one thing with me is I started this from the ground up, from zero. You know what I mean? I didn't have my dad wasn't like, oh, come here, I want you to compete in MMA, or a coach. When I found Alex when I was almost 19 and 20 years old. You know what I mean? I was already developed my game as a youngster, and when I found him, I was a professional. You know, so I had to kind of develop my own skill set and build my own game. And, you know, and you get these kids that have been wrestling in high school for years, or doing jiu-jitsu competitions since they were kids, or doing Muay Thai competitions since they were kids, and competing since they were kids. I was training since I was a kid. I didn't get to compete as much as I would have liked when I was younger. So I had to get my experience through my amateur and pro fights. You know what I mean? And a lot of my pro fights were a learning experience, with me trying to adjust out there and trying to just figure out the range and what I wanted to do. So even with the last fight, every single fight I had is a learning experience, win or lose. They're all learning experiences, and they teach me a little bit more about myself and my game, and help me work on myself and make myself better.
This is a big opportunity, taking on Kevin, being in the main event. How do you envision this one playing out?
I'm going to get right in front of him, get in his face, and see what he does with his crazy-ass kicks, try to stop that shit, put my fists in his face, kick him in the stomach, kick him in the head if I can, and then if he wants to get fancy and get close, I'll elbow him. If not, I'll pressure him and take his ass down. Simple as that. You know what I mean? I'll do whatever I want when I get in there.
Being up there, you mentioned your coach. Would you have any other people that you say have been really big influences in your fighting career?
Yes, of course. I mean, other than Alex Trujillo, I got my brothers, and two of my brothers, they also fight with me. Younger brothers, Asif and Motaz. You know what I mean? They're some of the best 45ers in the United States. I can guarantee you that. Strong wrestlers, heavy-handed. You know what I mean? So that's why every time I fight at 35, I'm like I feel so confident and comfortable because I have to train with those guys every single day. Big motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Big kids. They're both 45ers. I'm the oldest brother, but I'm a 35er, which is kind of reverse, but it is what it is. And it's honestly, to grind with them every day is a blessing. To be able to train with them, wrestle with them, to get their pressure on me, I could deal with anything at 35. And then other than them, every single one of my teammates obviously play a vital role. And then the piece on top is my fiance Jasmine. She's my rock. She's the one that keeps me focused and focused, and my mindset's strong.
The platform is UFC Fight Pass. It's a main event, LFA 92. You expect big things, I know, from the victory. So you expect this to be kind of an eye-opening performance to the rest of the MMA world?
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, I would love if people would love my, you know what I mean, would open their eyes and look at me, but I'm going to perform. I'm going to do what I can in that cage, and hopefully my fighting will speak for itself. You know what I mean? I don't have to sit there and be like, oh, man, you look at my fights, look at this. It's going to be, you're going to want to watch me throw those uppercuts. You're going to want to watch me take a dude down and wrap him up. You're going to want to watch me throw jabs and slip and move, and you know what I mean? And try to do a smooth combination. So I'm excited. Make it look like a nice, smooth performance.
We can hear the energy. We can hear the passion. You really have a love for this sport.
Oh, man. There's nothing else in this world, man. Nothing else in this world that I'd rather be doing. Guys on a daily basis, literally. I have people, family members, and old friends that ask me on a daily, they're like, why do you go so hard? Why do you do this every day? Why do you do, you know what I mean? Like, you wake up and all you do is go to the gym and work out and then come home and then relax and then go back to the gym and then you're just drilling yourself every day. What's the point? And I'm like, the point is just like a doctor wakes up to go to his office and take care of this, and a dentist has to clean somebody's teeth, I have to wake up and smash a man's face in 3-4 times out of the year if I can. So in the meantime, I am working on myself on a daily basis, making myself better on a daily basis. That's why I try not to focus too much on the opponent. The opponent's irrelevant to me. At this point, I just have to focus on my skill set, being up to par, my mind being on as sharp as it can be, and I'll get the job done on Friday for sure.
We know the country's been at a crazy time with COVID and everything going on. It's been 8 months. How nice is it to get back in the cage on Friday?
No, man, it's real nice, but I won't be lying to you. Those 8 months were amazing. I felt like the world was at a standstill, and it almost gave everybody a chance to catch up. You know, honestly, sometimes the world is moving so fast, people forget to realize that they need to just slow down, look around them, see that they have family members they need to be spending time with and speaking to on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Friends that you need to be speaking to and spending time with on a daily basis, and training and bettering yourself, day by day. So I feel like the last 8 months really gave us time to sit down and spend more time with our families and better improve ourselves and really look on the inside of ourselves and judge and critique and fix, you know what I mean? And be like, listen, if I'm lazy, I need to change something. If I'm eating unhealthy, I need to change something. If I need to do this, I need to change another thing so that thing can change, or I need to spend more time with family members, more time with my brothers, you know what I mean, more time with friends, just speaking and connecting and building a good life, not just focusing on the fast-paced maneuvers of party, go forward, do this, do that, you know what I mean? You're not really focused, you're just moving along with what life is. So it was nice. Nice 8-month break, and now the world will go back to normal hopefully soon, and everybody will be better for it.
Askar, it was great getting to talk to you, sir. Can't wait to see you in the main event there Friday night, UFC Fight Pass.
Me too, baby.
LFA 92. Sir, how can everybody keep up with you and your journey on social media?
AK MMA 94 on Twitter and Instagram. AK MMA 94. Follow me, I'll follow back, and that's about it. I just got Instagram and Twitter. Facebook, forget that shit. They're over there selling information, trying to give people $200 checks for some bull.
Sir, again, thank you for the time.
My man, you have a good day.
You too.